Good evening, parents, students, and staff of Portsmouth School Department. As you may know, state government, I think, is in the process of trying to transition school systems and other public entities from a period of pandemic response into a period of learning to coexist with COVID-19. As part of that, the district on Monday afternoon received updated technical guidance from the New Hampshire Department of Education, which will force a change in our COVID protocols here in the district. The most important factor in all of that is that we're no longer in a position to require, based on this technical guidance, to require folks to test for COVID-19 if they have symptoms. So what does that mean? So if you have COVID-like symptoms, you're encouraged to stay home. If you're sick, you need to stay home. Students and staff, in order to return to school, are no longer required to test. Now, we still strongly recommend that folks test twice before returning to work or to school. But I want to make sure it's clear. The new guidance from the New Hampshire Department of Education now says that we are no longer in a position as a school district to be able to require that testing. That's an important change. So what does that mean in terms of returning to school? So you can return to school if you've had an illness if, first, the symptoms have improved for 24 hours and they don't interfere with your student's ability to participate and are not a distraction in the classroom. And then the second part is that your student is fever-free, so we're less than 100 degrees on the temperature and has had no vomiting or diarrhea for a minimum of 24 hours without the use of medication. Now, students who become symptomatic during the course of a school day will be assessed by the school nurse and will be sent home if necessary. Individuals who test positive for COVID-19 should notify the school nurse and follow the isolation protocol. But I want to again emphasize that testing is no longer required based on the technical guidance we're being provided by the New Hampshire Department of Education. Overall, masking remains optional, but again, it's strongly encouraged when students and staff know they've been exposed to someone with COVID-19, when they start to develop COVID symptoms and are in the nurse's office with symptoms of illness. In all those cases, we still continue to strongly encourage folks to wear masks. If you're someone who is nervous about contracting COVID-19, we just want to remind you of some prevention strategies. Wearing a mask continues to be a good way to prevent contraction, getting a vaccine or a booster, and washing your hands. Finally, I just want to tell you, look, here's this situation with all this. We are all in this together. We rely heavily on the collective effort of our entire school community, staff, students, families, to keep our schools safe and healthy. And additionally, we continue to monitor the state level guidance and we adjust as we go, as we have a couple times already this year. And last but not least, I thank you. I thank all of you for your resilience and your patience as we navigate these challenges of COVID-19. This is hard. It's hard stuff. It leads to hard conversations. And we're going to continue to do what we feel like we need to in order to both comply with state level expectations and keep our folks safe and healthy. So thank you very much. Make sure you refer to the new COVID protocol document, which I've attached to this particular post, and check in with your school nurse with any questions. Thanks.